Hey guys, I had a podcast interview cancel. Things get busy, people aren't able to show up, which is great, right? We're all busy making money, helping people, solving the world's problems. I thought this would be a fantastic opportunity to have a little one-on-one time, me and you. So, the Chicago Marathon is just days away. Can you believe that? It's on Sunday, October 8th. So, here is what I wanted to share. Some of the important prep items. The morning of, I like eating half a bagel, sunflower butter, and banana. These are the little ones. Yep, gluten-free. And when I'm racing overseas, I pack it. It matters. When you're used to training with something for years, it's nice to have the steady stability of that. Sunflower butter, less inflammatory, tastes the best. Very similar to peanut butter. I love the crunch. I'm one of those, I love chomping on things. That's why I also chew gum when I run. I've only swallowed it once over all the years. And I used to actually chew it during karate sometimes, but that little habit had to leave early with all the yelling. Let's see here. Also preparing, I have a flip belt. So this goes in a pink belt, holds the water. I like to put a nun, noon, whatever you call it. So it's got the hydration, the electrolytes. Another interesting fact is when I run marathons again, overseas, internationally, they do not use Gatorade. Here in the States, we have Gatorade not too far from the beginning of the race, and it's every 2 to 3 miles. In Europe, it's about every 5 miles. So that can be tough love when you're getting used to that. Here's the little belt. Let's see, inside out. That the water bottle goes in. Yeah. Flip belt. So it's nice. I stick my phone in the front. You've got a little key thing here that you do clip on. And then in the back, you can insert this water bottle. So it ties right around the waist. I don't like a lot of things bouncing, so I like things cinched down. And then also for preparation, a little friction. You never know. Never hurts to plan ahead. If you don't need it, great, but a little extra precaution. 26.2 can be a long time. So going back to this, I think it's pronounced noon. Anyways, I really enjoy these. So for Paris, I actually packed a couple of these in my pocket. Luckily, it was cooler. It was about 40 degrees, so I didn't have to worry about them frothing and going into my pocket. But that's something I'm going to have to be cognizant of. Of course, I was really shooting to qualify for Boston, which I did. And I just received the official acceptance. I'm officially in for April 15th, 2024. Exciting stuff. So overseas, they're saying that Gatorade apparently has something in it that is not healthy. So that's why they will not offer it. That's where I am here. So I do believe in investing in your health, your future. Your health is your future, right? On those cooler days, so an adage I've heard is that you dress approximately 20 degrees difference. So, for example, if it's 60 degrees just for standard running, it's a tank top or just your sports bra. That can go down. Then as you get to 50 degrees, usually it's a tank top or something, even into the mid 40s. So when you're racing, obviously you're at maximum output. You're putting a lot of effort in. These are great. So these are the little armbands, and I wore these in the London Marathon. So isn't this great? How exquisite is that? It's my mermaid self. So I actually held them through the entire thing because I thought they were super cute and a gift. So I ended up doing like an 80s band. But I like to try to keep my hands loose and things. It's easy to start gripping in your neck, legs, all different areas, but it's really remembering to stay loose, enjoy it, and rack up those miles. Sunglasses. I have raced in these bad boys for years. I love them. They sit on there nice. You get good airflow. That's something that matters too. These are a little bit smaller, which I like. So when I wear a visor in the warmer months, they don't fight. You know, I love big glasses, and sometimes you have to use those when you don't have a visor. So the visor, isn't this great? The colors, you know, I'm very motivated by color. Something important is this padding. Big padding is important. You'll notice some hardly have anything. I unfortunately am a sweater. It's just what it is. I've made peace with it over the years. And I really like a cushiony visor to absorb the sweat. There's nothing worse than sweat dripping into your eyes and you have another 2 hours to run. Sun protection, I love spraying it on. And it's one of those, again, in a marathon, you're out well over 2 hours, or at least I am. And I like the maximum spray and just really put that on. Backing up to breakfast, it's always a full banana. And I have pretty much a banana every day, typically in a smoothie. So this is a big thing. I usually don't fuel with food unless it's 6 miles or more. Earbuds. So these little guys I sent through the washer the other day. So that was, I became a sprinter at that point. And interestingly, again, so overseas, I have lost connection because it was roaming. So you have to turn them off. I didn't check a bag or anything, so I guess I could have brought this case, but I just really don't like having a lot of stuff on me and having to mess around with it. So less is more, you'll notice. Let's see here. Shoes. Aren't these great? Can you see the little iridescent? Yeah. So cool. Iridescent, sparkles, right up my alley, right? I always joke it's kind of like a high heel in a tennis shoe form. What can you not love? These are super light. I was running in Hoka's for years when I transitioned from half marathons back to the full marathon. I didn't want the weight. So with the Hoka's, and again, this is a 2+ years ago, their racing flats really felt flat, and I just felt like I was pounding the earth. And so I'm really cognizant of trying to take care of my body, right? I want to get as many miles as I can over the years and stay healthy and have freedom of movement and things like that. These I love. So, you know, this is like a 20 on a 10. They're stylish, they're light, great colors. I'm inspired. Things like that really do motivate me. So that is the skinny on that. I'm trying to think if I have anything else in my arsenal out here. I think also goo packets are important. As the marathons have added up, I add more goo. So usually I race with about 5. So you'll see there's a few different ones. These are gluten-free, which I do like. And there's also milligrams of caffeine. So there's 40, 20, 0. Other brands have different amounts. I think goo might even have a larger milligrams too. For me, I don't like to go above 40. You just feel kind of shaky and things, which obviously you don't want. So I call it intuitive running. So I kind of follow what I'm feeling as far as the milligrams. And it's one of those, it's not ideal, but I end up just packing them in my sports bra because I've lost them in the waist belt. And I would like to find a waist belt that these are actually made for. It'd be easier, but also it's convenient. And I always take a picture, get everything set up the night before. It's just a little ritual. You want to just know that everything is in place, that when you wake up at some super early hour, probably like 4 a.m, that you're all set up. Again, overseas, it's later, which is kind of nice. So you get to sleep in, but Chicago, corral time is 5:30. So I'm sure I'll be up at 4:30 and, knock on wood for good sleep, right? So goo packets really do help. Find one that works for you. And again, over the years, I've changed different things. And I think it's one of those systems that it's always going to be changing and evolving as you do as a runner. and what's working and what's not. So those are some of my highlights for the Chicago Marathon, October 8th, 23, sponsored by Abstract Commercial Real Estate. And look for pictures, video, and really the details as we take the trip to Chicago. I'll show you the night before, the morning of, maybe. I always have to make sure there's a little mascara or something. It does matter. And really, it's about having fun. On this one, it's to push and to enjoy it and take some time off between it. And then I'll begin training for Boston. And that one is really I'm going to buckle down even more on food, adding new routines to my exercise, fitness, things like that, and ready to show up large. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I thought, why not take advantage of it? So enjoy the rest of your week. Any questions with running, happy to help, of course. Marathon running and commercial real estate, they really do go hand in hand. There's a lot of similarities of traits and skills that utilized in one also are utilized in the other. So happy to talk retail restaurants with you, mixed use development and investing. I am here in downtown Madison, Wisconsin, Abstract Commercial Real Estate. And we're really here to enhance the lives of our clients and allow it to ripple out to the community. So live fully today forward and reach me 608-239-4781. Happy running, and here's to your deal crossing the finish line.